All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome in, welcome in. We're gonna be doing a little cross listing live with Autoposher. So, I told you guys this morning that I would hop on for a little bit and cross list with you guys. I did list, I think, 133 items today because I was way behind. Like my whole draft list was like ready to go. These buckets behind us are all items that have been listed and were not put on yet. So Kayla wanted to put them away. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go through. I usually do 20 to 30 per day, but I just decided to list everything today and get it all out of the way. What's up, Juliet? So that's what we did today. What's up, Lily? Got everything listed 130 items. Probably going to slow down the rest of the week, probably only list 10 to 15 per day from here on out, let the draft bank increase a little bit. But that's what we did today. So we're going to cross list with Autoposher, do a little bit of cross listing, show you guys how it works, and of course, answer any questions. It doesn't have to be about Autoposher, it could be about anything while we hang out and do some listings together. So gonna get that done today. What's cool is I listed that 133 items and I've already sold a few of those items that were literally just sitting behind me ready to go. So sold those, and I think we did hit the 300,000 in sales as of today. Let me look really quick. Orders awaiting shipment. Yeah, we hit it. We're at $273 in sales on eBay alone today, which means we did hit that goal that I was talking to you guys about this morning. If I did $200 in sales today, I would hit 300,000 in total sales across all platforms for this year so far. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool little feat to have hit. Now ongoing to 350. I think by the end of the year we should be able to hit 350 minimum, especially if we ramp up Whatnots. I think Black Friday's Whatnot show last year we did like 8K in sales, so that pushes that, and we're probably going to do the same this year too. So pretty excited about that. Pretty excited about hitting 350. It seems like every year we increase our sales by 50 to 100,000 year after year. So pretty cool. Hopefully next year our goal is to do somewhere around 500. So pretty fun. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop in the chat. It's just Facebook and YouTube today. I don't have anything else running, so you guys got my full attention. But we're going to be cross listing and getting some work done. Hopefully you guys are getting some work done too. As I'm getting work done, you guys can get your work done. We can all get work done together. Because today's Monday, shipping Monday, and then listing Monday. That's what today has been. So I'm going to hop over to Autoposher. I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you guys can see what I see. Let me see how this looks, by the way. I wonder if I can change this view. Hold on. They have like new settings over here. I haven't messed around with them yet. How do I change this? Nope. That's not how you change it. Design, maybe? No, that's not how you change it either. I want to see if I can change my screen into... Oh, here we go. But can I change it into a circle? I don't really like the square. I like the circle. Oh, here, maybe this. Camera. Am I able to change this? No, I guess not. That's to add somebody. That's that view. I guess no. I have to keep you guys as a square in the bottom. That's okay. We'll leave it as a square. No big deal. All right. If you guys have any questions while I'm cross-listing, feel free to ask. As you can see from my screen right here, this whole page is stuff that I've downloaded. I listed all these to eBay today, and then all you have to do to download your stuff into Autoposher is you click this little resync button, and then you hit quick sync, and then you hit continue, and then once you do that, it spins for about a minute or two, depending on how many listings it's bringing in, and then you have all your listings ready to go. These numbers at the top represent how many listings I have on each platform within Autoposher. So as you can see, eBay has the most, Mercari has the second, Poshmark has the third. What's up, Debbie? And Depop has the fourth. These will always be in order from highest to lowest, so yours might look different if you have eBay and then Poshmark has the most for you, and then Mercari has the third most. It'll be in that order, so just understand that when you're doing it. What's up, Trisha? But this is page one. Every page has 20 items on it, so as you can see, if I keep going, all of these have not been cross-listed yet. So I think I have 230 something to go to cross-list. Some of these have been cross-listed because I did them in videos and things like that, or I did it this morning when we were on live. But yeah, I think this might be... No, that's not the last page. This might be the last page. So here's where I start. I start from here and I work my way to the end. I'm going to do all Poshmark first, and then I'm going to loop back around and do Depop, and then I'll do Mercari. I probably won't get everything cross-listed today with 200 items. That would take me about an hour and a half with Autoposher to cross-list all those, which isn't that long at all. But I'm probably going to be on for about 30 minutes tonight. So where do you put your cost of goods? Does not show in the listing. Where do you put your cost of goods that does not show on your listing is Autoposher. This right here, the custom SKU. So you can either put it in here as your custom SKU field within Autoposher, or when you're listing on eBay, there's a custom SKU field on eBay. When you download your listing into Autoposher, if you have that custom SKU filled out, it'll come right here. But that's where your custom SKU is. Your cost of goods is right here. So if you wanted to go through and put in your cost of goods for everything, and then when your item sells, it'll automatically update within Autoposher, you put it here, or you just go through and edit it afterwards and you look at your custom SKU and you put that in. That's usually how I do it, because I don't feel like adding this for every single item. It would take quite some time to do that. So how does Autoposher handle shipping between platforms in regard to eBay being calculated, Poshmark being a set amount? Do you make more on eBay when item sells on eBay with discounted shipping? Yes, usually you make more because Poshmark has a 20% fee. So when you cross-list on Autoposher, let's cross-list an item really quick. eBay's already been done. eBay has calculated shipping, yada, yada, yada. Now when I list to Poshmark for this Farm Rio, it's not going to have shipping because with Poshmark, up to 5 pounds ships for a flat rate. That's how Poshmark works. So there's no shipping on this. This is for discounted shipping. If you wanted to give discounted shipping to your buyer, I never do. So then you hit list on Poshmark. See what this is. Listing right now. It's Surfs. He's texting me. All right, so that's listed. Now let's list this to Depop. Depop's going to have a different kind of shipping. Depop shipping is an extra small. You can see right here. Extra small, small, medium, large, XL, and they have all the weights right here. Since this item is under 8 ounces, and when I downloaded it from eBay, I have it set for under 8 ounces, it automatically goes to extra small. So then you just hit list to Depop. Super easy to do. And then we're going to list to Mercari right after this. So when we come over to Mercari, Mercari also has set weights, but since I put my set weight into eBay before I downloaded it into Autoposher, all my weights are within Autoposher already. So it's already set to the cheapest shipping label, which is USPS Ground Advantage at 8 ounces. That's exactly how I have it set to eBay. And then I just hit list to Mercari and it's done. You can also do all of your listing within Autoposher. I choose to do it on eBay and then download it because it saves myself a credit. If you were to do all your listing within Autoposher, that means you're using 4 credits. When you download all your listings into Autoposher, that doesn't take any credits at all. So when I listed this on eBay, I downloaded it, I didn't waste a credit. So that's how it works. The shipping will all be different. Your fees will all be different. I just keep all the prices the same because it's easier for me to just remember everything is the same. Could you technically list a little bit higher on Poshmark so that way it offsets that 20% fee? Sure, and a lot of people do. Because I list so much, it doesn't make sense for me to try to figure out what dollar amount I should be on Poshmark as opposed to eBay, so on and so forth. So that's why I choose to just keep it all the same and keep it super simple for myself. So typically I do lag a little bit when I'm live, so you might see this lag a little bit. Typically I don't lag when I'm just cross-listing myself, but when I'm on live, I'm using some more bandwidth, so that's why it lags for a second. But we're just going to go through, like I said, straight through, and we're going to cross-list everything. Since everything was brought in from eBay, from eBay, everything should be correct. There's only a couple brands that don't get brought in correctly. But for example, this is a pair of LL Bean jeans. It's the relaxed fit, LL Bean, size 38. Everything is correct. So I just go through and just press list. Typically, I don't really look too much at the listing. The only part I look at is this bottom part super fast whenever I'm cross-listing myself. I'll try to slow it down a little bit so those of you who are watching for the first time who's never used Autoposher, you guys can watch it and see how it works. There is a discount code. Again, if you didn't know, discount code is KWay Shop. There's a 7-day free trial, so if you've never used Autoposher, go use it for free for 7 days. And then if you like what you see, you get 15% off your first month with my code. So go try it out after you watch this live. If you like what you see, go try it out, see if you like it. And if you do, then you can use that code for a month, get it 15% off. There's all kinds of different plans too. I'll show those at the end of the live. But yeah, Bearded and them are saying who's getting on tonight. I'll probably be on live for 30 minutes and I'll hop on with them. If you have some things on eBay and some on Mercari already, before getting Autoposher, will Autoposher connect the two? Yep, exactly. So if you have if you had this Patagonia, for example, this is a Patagonia girl shirt listed. Boom. Let's list this really quick. If you had this listed on Poshmark and on eBay, when you do your sync, Autoposher will know that those two items are like items. It's basically taking your title and matching your title and matching the photos using AI to determine if it's the same like item. But for any reason, if it was like this, whoops, I just messed it up. I did just mess that up. Where'd it go? No, I messed it up. Let's see if I can do it again. Hold on. It's supposed to split. Let me see. Hold on. What is this called? It's called the base layer. Let's just type in base layer. You can also search your items like this. So let's say that the two items are like this and you're like, crap, these need to be in the same row. They can't be in different rows, right? And all you're going to do is you're going to take it like that. You're going to drag it, and now it's going to become in one row. So it's not that big of an issue. If something is the same over here, you're going to move it to a separate row. Boom. Oh, crap. It's in the separate row. Autoposher doesn't know. I'm going to make a mistake. Nope. You just take it and drag it and drop it, and now Autoposher knows that's the right item. So very, very few items you'll see do that because Autoposher uses AI to determine if they're the like items. But yeah, if it's ever out of order, you just drag and drop it to the right line. No need to delete or anything like that. Let me see this really quick. Is there a way to... No, there's not. I'm just going to scroll through really quick. Yeah, that's cool. It just moves it right over. That's one thing, like when I first started with Autoposher, I was like, crap, all my items, like there's two items that are in different rows. How do I fix it? She's like, just drag and drop it. It'll just drag to the other row. It's like, oh, okay, cool. And then it stays like that. It's not like it jumps back and forth. It'll stay like that forever. So easy peasy. I'm going to actually cross-list this to Mercari since it's out of order now so I don't make a mistake. Mercari and Depop. But yeah, as I'm cross-listing, as you guys see the little spinning thing go away, that item is now cross-listed. It's good to go. So what's up, Jessica? Just doing a little cross-listing, getting a little work done. And by the way, if you guys have any other questions besides Autoposher, feel free to ask those too. This is not just an Autoposher tutorial live. This is a regular live, like hang out, get some work done live. So feel free to ask any questions that you have. No question is a dumb question. That's the only thing I don't know. It's a 5 to 6. So I'm going to say, is a 5 to 6 extra small? I don't know what this is. I'm just going to put other. They can read the title for that one. Depop doesn't, you don't really sell too much kids clothing on Depop, so I'm not really going to worry about that one too much. I'm just going to go through and cross-list all the Poshmark first. The reason I do Poshmark before I do Depop and Mercari is because Poshmark's my second best platform. So I want to make sure I get all my items cross-listed there first before I go through and cross-list them. You could just go straight across if you want to. That's perfectly fine. I used to do that in the beginning, and now I just go straight up and down. Every row, I'll go through all the pages first and do all the Posh, and then I'll move on to Depop and then Mercari, because Depop's been outselling Mercari for the last couple weeks, which is pretty crazy because I just started on Depop and it's already outselling Mercari. But I don't mind because Mercari's having some weird issues with it lately, so a lot of people are like Surfs has their money stuck in Mercari. So I'd rather be selling on Depop right now than I would be on Mercari. But most of the stuff you're seeing today that I'm listing right now was listed like a week ago, at least. Most of the stuff I just haven't been cross-listing. I've been slacking. So my objective for today and tomorrow is to get everything I have cross-listed. Because I've been making sales. I've been making good sales on the other platforms. I can just imagine what I'd be selling if everything was actually cross-listed. Mercari is so scary right now. Yeah, I don't know if it's scary. I just don't trust it, right? So don't put all your eggs in one basket. There's a lot of people that I've talked to over the years that only sell on Mercari, and obviously right now they're probably a little worried, and that's why you should be cross-listing. There's some people that say put all your items on eBay and just focus on one platform, put all your eggs on one platform, and you'll succeed. But if your eBay account ever gets shut down or something happens to eBay, then you should have another platform to fall back on, and that's why I think cross-listing is needed. I think Autoposher is going to announce a new platform here soon too. She said, I think by the end of this year, she was supposed to announce another platform. So that'll be pretty cool. I think most people are thinking Facebook is where she's probably gonna go with the next platform. Levi's. I haven't really picked up Levi's in the last like couple years, but Caleb has got me back into picking up Levi's. So we're gonna cross list these. We're gonna see how well they do, and see if they actually sell. What's up, Surf? Surfs, are you getting on tonight? Are you gonna be a little girl? Can you ask your wife if you're allowed to play Xbox with the boys? Because I'm only gonna be on for like 20 more minutes, and then I'm gonna get on with the boys. Because I'm a true dream teamer. You, on the other hand, you're only a part timer. By the way, I still have my monster from this morning just sitting here. Surfs would have drank 4 of these today, probably 5. He probably drank the whole thing. I just sip on mine throughout the day, just to give me a little energy boost. You, on the other hand, you probably drank all of them. Probably 4 or 5. All right, little FootJoy golf pants. Cross-listing these, nice and easy. I've been selling Levi's lately. What do you sell your Levi's for? I listed them for $24.99 because it's really hard to look up Levi's prices. There's Levi's at $14.99 and there's other people that sell them for like $39.99. They all look the same. So, yeah, you're on your 5th. Jeez, how do you drink 5 of those a day? That's an expensive habit. That is a really expensive habit, Surfs. 5 monsters a day. How much does 5 monsters cost? Even if you buy them from the gas station, they're like 2 for $4, right? So that's like, no, they're more than that actually. What are they at the gas station? Kayla buys them in the packs of 4 from the grocery store, which is probably a little cheaper. 560s for sure, a pair of 559s, a pair of 510s, which surprised me. I got a lot of 501s. These are, what are these down here? These are 550s. And 501s, and these are button flies. I got a lot of button fly 501s because those look like they sold pretty well. So I'm pricing them lower just to see what kind of offers I get. But we'll play it by ear. I'm not gonna say go pick up Levi's yet. Surfs, are you picking up Levi's yet after our conversation with Caleb? Because I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm gonna grab all the Levi's. I got to get some to sell first. But then again, I got to actually cross-list them too. I have to give them a chance. This is a pretty cool pickup. This is a Ravens. It's a vintage Pro Line Ravens, like a windbreaker. And I looked it up on eBay, and it actually has a really, really good high sales comp. There's somebody who sold theirs for like $115, and I think mine is the only one listed right now. So that's pretty good. And the Ravens are doing okay this year, so I'm hoping that this sells for somebody for Christmas. So hopefully it sells fast. That would be nice. I just messed up my lines really quick. Hold on. Let me go back down here. Tommy Bahama with a nice back on it. I listed a bunch of Tommies today, but I doubt they're going to actually sell. It's probably going to take them all the way till next spring to sell. Unfortunately, I should have listed them a couple months ago. I picked up a couple more in a bulk buy the other day too, and I only paid $4 for them, so it was a small purchase for some Thomas Bahamas. Little untuck it. Some good stuff in here. Everyone is ready. Oh, Bearded's gonna get on early. Too bad. I'll be on at 9:30. I know. I just said your name. I just saw your comment in the chat. Said you're getting on early. I'll be on at 9:30. Surfs has not answered me yet. He's in the chat too. He hasn't answered if he's going to come on. He's got to ask permission first if he's allowed to turn on the Xbox tonight or not. Knowing Surfs, he's probably not allowed to. He's such a kid. All right, little suit supply. This is just a basic striped suit supply. I don't list these very high anymore. I actually got this in a bulk buy for like $2. So. And it's not Off-White, is not the brand, and it is a 15 and a half. We'll go with 15 and a half. How much are you paying for Untuck It? $5 to $8 a piece. Typically when I buy them, they're lately I've been buying them in bulk buys, and I've only been paying around $5 a piece. I've been selling on eBay since 2000. However, I have a situation that I've never had before. I need to send a buyer prepaid labels so they can return the item that I sold to where a problem is I don't know how to get a prepaid label. Any help? So are they opening a return? Elaine, they have to open a return. Where did you sell the item? Did you sell it overseas or did you sell it within the United States? Let's start there. Where is the item sold? I list most at $24.99 or pick them up for $5. Color Levi's seem to do well for me. So brown and gray. Sometimes I list them a little bit higher, but it's a crapshoot. Really, I'm a beginner, so okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just testing the waters with mine too. It's a really nice Tommy, by the way. It's got a really good pattern to it. I'm just testing the water with Levi's, trying to see what sticks. I did a call with Caleb the other week, and he named off some styles that I should be on the lookout for. So we'll see. The ones that start selling, of course, I'll share with you guys which ones are selling for me. The good thing is my thrift stores in my area, especially the red, white, and blues, typically nobody picks up Levi's, and they go 75% off, and they usually price them anywhere between $10 to $15. So I can usually pick them up somewhere around $4 a piece. So really good prices. So sold it to the person in the States, so they have to open up a return request. When they open up a return request on eBay, eBay is going to ask you to accept the return. When you accept the return, eBay is going to give you a prompt to issue them a prepaid label. All you have to do is hit a button and say accept, and then eBay sends them that prepaid label. You don't have to send it. eBay will send it for you. So once they open a return, don't have them message you and say, I need to return this item. They need to open the return on eBay. So you need to prompt them to, hey, I will accept this return, but you need to open your return on eBay for me. Once they open that return, then again, you'll have that prompt that comes through and says, do you accept this return? You're going to say yes or no, depending on the situation. And then if you say yes, then it's going to say, buy a prepaid label on eBay. You're going to hit yes, and then eBay's just going to send them the label. You don't do anything. It just literally sends them the label. I think it ends up in their email, and then they just print out the label and ship the item back to you. So you don't have to have conversations off platform. Never have conversations off platform about sending labels or anything like that. And if anybody messages you ever and says, hey, I want to return this item, and they don't open and return, then it's not on you, it's on them. So what's your store's name on Poshmark and eBay? All right, so if you go to my link tree, Debbie, it's in my pinned post on Facebook. Click on that link tree, and then my Poshmark and eBay stores are both linked there. I think my Poshmark's linked there. If my Poshmark's not linked there, it's WayK Shop. My computer's lagging up. It's WayK Shop on Poshmark. Super easy to find. Not KWay Shop, WayK Shop. Because I had KWay Shop, and then my email got hacked when I first started selling, so I had to create a new Poshmark account. Bearded says 9:30 it is. 9:30 it is. All right, Good American Jeans. I don't know why my computer lags up like that. It's really annoying. Every once in a while, it'll just lag up. Good American Women's Skinny Jeans. Listed to Poshmark in a second. My computer doesn't lag. I can hear it I can hear it trying in the background. Do you know anything about Polo Jean Company, Ralph Lauren? I picked up a jean jacket vest with patches, thinking true Ralph Lauren, but evidently it's not exactly Ralph Lauren. Polo Jean Company it's a line of Ralph Lauren. It's an older line of Ralph Lauren. Yeah, and jean jacket vests, I think that's what you said. Yeah, jean jacket vests are really, really good. So I'd look up comps to try to find something comparable. I know you're not going to find the exact same one. It's probably going to be pretty hard. But if you find one similar to it, list it around that price or maybe a little bit higher. I'm still having Poshmark label format issues. Let me see if I can fix that for you. Hold on. Once this gets done. Sorry, my computer's so slow today. It's been on all day. I probably need to reset. I actually need to clean this computer out because I got a lot of videos and stuff that I have on here from when I used to edit my videos on this computer that need to be deleted so this thing will go faster. Let me try to figure this out really quick for you. Okay. I think it's right here, right? Yeah, okay. Go over to Poshmark. Let's take you to Poshmark really quick. Posh, pink. All right, here's Poshmark. What you're gonna do is you're gonna click this button at the top, and you're gonna hit, and I'm doing this on the computer, you could do this on the phone too, and you're gonna go to account settings, and then when you're on account settings, you're gonna scroll down to shipping label settings right here, and they're gonna change it to 4x6. Printable label 4x6. Once you have that set, you never have to change it again. It will keep it on 4x6 forever. The first label will always be set to 8.5 by 11. That's the coming out of a regular printer. So just go over to your shipping label settings, 4x6, and that will change your label settings to a thermal printer. Unless you don't have a thermal printer. I didn't ask that. I'm assuming you have a thermal printer. And then you will just, if you don't have a thermal printer, you'll change it to the other setting. That'll work for you. Not the comparable price high. Yeah, price it high. And right now is jean season, jean jacket season, jean vest season. Right now they're selling like hotcakes. So list it super high. I've texted her and she told me to send the label to her. So I messed that up. Yeah, never text. No. Never, 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 never text anybody. Anybody that tells you to message them and send them a label, they're scamming you. 100% they're scamming you. They're not going to send you a refund. How are they going to send you a refund? They can't send it on eBay without opening a return. When they open a return on eBay, eBay is going to require you to send them a label, and it's going to have tracking. Since they already sent the item back, there will be no tracking. There's nothing to actually send back. So don't ever message somebody outside of a platform. That's 100% a scammer. And make sure you change all your passwords. And if you have another phone number, I would suggest changing your phone number on your eBay account too. Because now they have your phone number. Now they can contact eBay and say, this is my phone number to this account. I can't get in. I don't have the password. Can you help me get in my account? If they're able to finagle a way through the system, they can actually get into your account. And now they have all your information. So never, ever, ever contact somebody off of a platform. Ever. I hope I made that clear. Downloads as a PDF and then doesn't scale in my print window. I have a thermal. I'm having a screenshot the image and print from the preview window. What kind of printer do you have, Hope? What kind of printer do you have? If you have a Dymo, it depends on, it might be the settings within your actual thermal printer. Yeah, that one didn't cross list. It's because my computer's lagging. It might be the settings within your actual thermal printer. Yeah, also messaging outside the platform is against terms of service, 100%. Yes, you do not want to contact anybody outside of the platform. It literally tells you that when you're messaging on eBay. There's a little prompt at the top. I believe it says don't message anybody outside the platform. So, yeah. My store is okay. Yep, got it. Yep. Yeah, don't message them. And you don't have to message them at all anymore. You actually don't even have to respond to the return. You literally stop messaging them at all. If they want to open a return, they'll open it on eBay. And if they don't, they can't leave you a negative review, because if they leave you a negative review, then you're going to contact eBay and say, hey, this person was trying to contact me outside the platform, and that's why they left me a negative review. You can look over the messages, and now they'll remove that negative feedback. So literally right now, you don't even have to accept the return if you don't want to, because they actually broke the rules. Even though you helped them break the rules, they broke the rules too. Funny story. You can outsmart people that are bad buyers. I had recently, if you look at my feedback right now on my eBay store, I have a negative feedback that's going to get removed. This person messaged me and said, hey, this sweater fits too small. I would like to return it. And I said, no worries. Feel free to open up a return on eBay. I'll accept your return. So they opened up a return the next day and they didn't ship it back. It still hasn't been shipped back. It's not tracking at all. Then randomly they just messaged me and they said, hey, I'm getting ready to ship your item back. I should have it in the mail by Monday, which was today. It still isn't tracking, by the way. And I said, no worries, just send it back whenever you're ready. And then they left me a negative feedback. And they said, hey, they left me negative feedback and said it's too small. The item was too small. It was shrunk, blah, blah, blah. It was a wool sweater. I don't really think it was shrunk, but we did have measurements in the listing. So then I messaged them and I said, hey, is there any way we can rectify this negative feedback? I don't feel like it's proper to leave me a negative feedback when I was in the process of helping you out. And they said, yes, when I get my full refund, I'll fix your negative feedback for you. And then I messaged them back, and because I know the eBay rules, I said, so the only way you're going to give me a positive feedback is if I give you a full refund. And on this item, buyer pays return shipping. So what they were trying to do is they were trying to use that to get their full refund and return shipping, which I wasn't going to give them in the first place. And they said, damn right, you need to you need to give me a full refund or I'm not changing the feedback. And then I called eBay and I said, hey, this is feedback extortion. They're saying that the only way that they're going to remove my feedback is if I give them a full refund, which is feedback extortion. You can't say I will give you I give you a positive feedback only if you do this for me. That is called feedback extortion. You're not allowed to do that on eBay. So I called eBay and they are getting it removed within the next 24 to 48 hours. So if you know the system and you know how it works, you can actually get negatives removed very, very easily. And the way I got that removed was I just asked them one simple question. Is the only way you're going to get this negative feedback removed is if I give you a full refund? And they said yes. They said, damn right, is what they said. And I was like, okay, cool. Feedback extortion. I got that negative feedback removed. Now, if they don't return it, they can't leave me another negative feedback. There's really nothing they can do. They just have to return the item. So it's a Nova Amazon cheap. Yeah, it's probably a cheap label printer. There's probably a setting within the label printer that'll get that changed to 4x6. But that's not on Poshmark. That's actually the label printer itself. I had an issue with my Dymo when I first got it, and it was a setting within the Dymo to actually get it to print by 4x6. It was defaulted to like a regular setting, and once I changed that, it's been fine ever since. But what I would do, Hope, is I would actually go on YouTube and search for the name of your printer and then type in 4x6 and then watch some videos. I'm sure somebody has a video out there explaining how to change that label to 4x6 with your cheap Amazon printer. Because even if it's cheap printer, it should work correctly. Most thermal printers don't have much issues at all with them. As you can see, we've cross-listed I think we've done 40, 50 cross-lists tonight while we're just sitting here. Not too bad. I think while I'm playing Call of Duty with the boys, I'm just going to keep cross-listing while I'm dying, if I'm ever dead. There's so many shipping choices. It's confusing. Do you have a video on how to choose? Are you talking about eBay, Joanne? Or are you talking about other platforms? Which one are you talking about? Dragonware. Which one are you talking about, Joanne? Because I can guide you through all the platforms, but whatever one you're having the most issue with, I can definitely help you with that. All right, that one's done. Beard is restarting his Wi-Fi. eBay, okay, cool. Probably 90% of the items that you're going to ship out, especially if you're shipping out mostly clothing, is going to go ground advantage. So when you're creating your listing, whatever your item weighs, so let's say it's this tape measure right here that has stuff stuck to it. You're going to take this tape measure. Hold on. Whoops, I want to stop sharing. Stop sharing my screen. You're going to take this tape measure and you're going to put it in a box or whatever you're going to ship it in, right? You're going to weigh it and then you're going to measure the box it's in and then you're going to set it to ground advantage and then you're going to ship it ground advantage. That's easy. It's not that hard. If you are going to ship it priority mail, you can use a priority mail box from USPS. But if you ship it ground advantage, you got to use your own box or your own poly mailer to ship that item in. But when you're listing an item, if shipping is super confusing, just take your item, list it on eBay, and while you're doing your listing, take that item, put it in whatever package you're going to ship it out in. You can even wrap it up and make it all nice, pack it up so it's ready to go. Whenever it sells, you just slap the label on and you ship it out. Put the weight and the dimensions of that item into your listing, the dimensions of the package. So if this goes in a 4x4x4 box and it weighs 1 pound 2 ounces, you'll put 4x4x4 into your eBay listing, 1 pound 2 ounces, stick it in that box, ship it out when it's purchased. It's that easy. But most of the items you ship on eBay are going to be ground advantage nowadays. So when you print your shipping labels from eBay, in the bottom right corner, it asked, is able to change a 4x6 using my thermal printer? Yeah, they were asking about Poshmark. That's what they're having issues with Poshmark labels not being correct, even though it says it coming in by 4x6. But yes, if you're shipping, the bottom right-hand corner of eBay, if you just got a new thermal printer, you're trying to change it to 4x6, bottom right-hand corner has shipping options, and it has a way to change it from your regular size labels to your 4x6 labels. Super easy to do. And then once you change it once, you don't have to change it every single time. It'll stay within that setting. And then if you ever have to change it back before you print, just make sure you do that. But make sure you do it before you hit purchase label, because once you purchase that label, it will only give you the label in that format. And then if you needed to change it, you have to change it yourself, which sometimes can be kind of annoying. But yeah, just change it before you ship. Super easy to do. All right, we're going to finish this page. We're going to stream through this page really quick, finish it up, and then we're probably going to head off. So if you have any questions, last minute questions, feel free to drop in the chat. Again, if you like what you saw with Autoposher, I'll go over the analytics and the share tool really quick too. Actually, I'll do this last cross list and we'll do that really quick. And I'll show you how the analytics works and all of the tools work on Autoposher too, because Autoposher is not just a cross lister, it also shares your closet. It sends out offers, it recreates listings for you, it does all that for you in the background without you having a device running. That's the best part of Autoposher. So I'm actually just going to fast forward this. So let's go over my dashboard really quick. So this is everything that Autoposher has done for me today. And again, my computer has basically not been on Autoposher except for when I was live right now. And earlier this morning, I showed it a little bit too on my morning live. But that's how many shares I've done today, 2,983 shares. That's how many party shares, community shares, and relists, which means Autoposher pulled down the listing on Poshmark, created a brand new listing for me, so it makes Poshmark think I listed a new item when technically I didn't. It sent out 28 offers on Poshmark for me, and it's followed 20 people back. On eBay, I've sent out 61 offers today. I've recreated 91 items. Mercari, I've sent out 10 and 90 relists. I didn't turn back on Depop. I had to reconnect my Depop today because it disconnected, so I haven't turned that back on. But to turn it back on is super easy. All you have to do is just hit this and then hit this, and now Depop will be sending out offers. Same with this. Hit this, and then hit that, and then hit save. Now it's updating. Oh, I have to click that on. So now I'm sending out offers on Depop. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Well, let's redo that. This is how many shares I've done today. Boom, shares, party shares, community shares, relists, all at the top right here. Offers being sent, follows. That's all right there at the top. That's all done from Autoposher. Autoposher does that for me. Computer doesn't have to be on. Offers sent on eBay, recreate sent on eBay, offers sent on Mercari, relists on Mercari. So on eBay, Mercari, and Depop, this is huge. Basically what it does is it pulls down the listing and then it creates a brand new listing for you. So it makes the platform think you just relisted a new item when you really didn't. You're just relisting an old item, but it's giving that item that boost in search. It's pushing it to the top of search, which is pretty cool. So that's everything it's done. Again, this is done all in the background. I don't have to have my computer on. I don't have to have my phone on. Autoposher does this all in the cloud. So once you set this, you forget about it. It will do this every single day for you. You don't need any devices running. And then the newest part of Autoposher is the analytics tool, which goes over your sales. So I just sold this Polo Ralph Lauren fleece lined hoodie earlier today. I literally just listed it today and it sold for $44.99. This is the shipping collected. I haven't shipped it out yet, so nothing else is filled in yet, but as soon as I fill it in, or as soon as I ship it, this will all fill in for me. Or I just hit this button and hit refresh and it refreshes the line for me. So, and then you have your charts so you can see your profit versus loss, all that stuff. I don't have everything filled out correctly in Autoposher, so this number, all these numbers are skewed because I still use a spreadsheet until the end of this year. But yeah, it goes over. If you fill out all your information correctly, you'll see your top selling categories. You'll see your average sales price across all platforms, top selling items, so you know which items that you should be picking up more of, so on and so forth with all your sales and analytics and all that stuff. And then you can also do the yearly totals. You can do the quarterly totals, all that stuff. So you can see exactly what's been selling for you. But this is newest feature on Autoposher. As long as you have the cross listing tool, you will get that. You have the cross lister here, which is $39.99. You have the automation tool, which is that first part I just showed you with all the sharing and all that stuff, the sends out offers, the recreates, that's all on the automation tool. And then if you want both together like I have, there's a bundle plan for $69.99. Again, you get 15% off with my code. So First time seeing the analytics. Analytics are great, and she's making it better and better, like month after month. So she's adding new things like every month. Something else gets added to this to just make it better. You can see your profit, you can see your fees, like all that stuff. Again, my profit in this is not different because I haven't filled out anything yet. So that's why these don't change. But if I actually filled it out correctly, you would see the profit and the revenue and all that stuff. And then you can see your daily numbers too. So you can just scroll through, see how you're doing every single day. You can see the ebbs and flows. So if you listed, like today, since I listed 103 items, I expect my sales tomorrow to be spiking and the next couple weeks to be spiking and then probably go back down. But you can see all that right here, like in front of you. So you can follow along with your sales. Your average sales price, so you can see my average sales price across all platforms is $42.96. Average order profit, so on and so forth. So pretty cool. Sales analytics, I really like it. This was like the number one requested thing when it came to Autoposher. People from Vendoo were like, hey, there's no way for sales analytics. I need sales analytics. And then Autoposher was like, I hear you. We're coming out with it. And she came out with it. And I think it's really, really good. So are you going to the resale shops tomorrow and posting a video? I do have more videos to post. I'm not going shopping tomorrow though. We're going shopping Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow we're supposed to have a junk removal company come and take a lot of our like outside furniture that has just been sitting outside that needs to go to the dump anyway. They were supposed to come today, but they're supposed to be here at 12, and we called at 12 and at 5, and they still weren't here, and they're coming supposedly tomorrow. So we're not going to go shopping because of that. So you totally abandoned the spreadsheet? No, I'm going to use the spreadsheet till the end of this year. I've already started it. I don't want to start something new mid-year. But starting next year, I will not do Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and Depop numbers. I'll have Autoposher do all that for me. And then with Autoposher, you just export all the information at the end of the year. It will take all that information out, and you can just hand that to your tax advisor at the end of the year. It's really, really easy to do. Yeah, it is exportable for taxes, 100%. This year, it won't have all of your information because it only sucked in the information from mid-year from eBay. So don't expect it this year unless you just started selling mid-year on eBay. Don't expect to use it this year for your taxes. This is a new thing. You'll be able to see your numbers for the next couple months. But starting in 2025, you'll be able to follow along with all of your sales. She's going to be adding more platforms as she grows too. So more platforms will become available for sales analytics next year. I think she has plans to do 1 to 2 more platforms next year for sure. So that'll be pretty cool. I think Whatnot and Facebook are probably going to be the next 2 that come about. So how many items can you photograph in an hour? I actually don't do any of the photographing. For me, myself, back when I used to do the photographing, I used to do it on live. I used to photograph like 20 items in an hour while I was live answering questions. So if I wasn't live and I was just cranking out photos, I could probably photo an item every minute to 2 minutes, depending on the item. So yeah, you should be able to do 20 to 30 items in an hour. If you have them all drafted, ready to go, and you're just there taking photos, you're literally just hanging the item up, snapping a few photos, putting the item down, hanging the next item up. So really shouldn't take too long. If you're taking an hour to do five items, then it's probably because you don't have your technique down. You're probably not photographing like items, which is good. You shouldn't go from pants to shirts to ties to a pair of pants to a tie to a shirt. You should have all polos stacked up so you can easily do those. All jeans and pants after that, and then like miscellaneous items like ties and stuff like that afterwards. It helps the rhythm, helps the flow of just like throwing a hanger in, hanging the item up, or throwing the item down and snapping the same kind of photos. It gets you in a rhythm, which makes you faster. So who does photos? My mother-in-law does the photos. We've employed my mother-in-law, so she works for us full-time every day. She comes in Monday through Friday, photographs. She does all the drafts, all the photographs, and she packs all the items away, and then Kayla puts all those items into inventory. So that's a process that we have, and then I do the lives in the morning, the shipping in the morning, the videos, and then me and Kayla both shop. So that's like our routine. If we do end up moving within the next 2 months, we will lose Mom, unfortunately, because we're moving too far away for her to drive. So then we'll be back to doing all the regular work until we can find somebody else to come in and do the work for us. So that's going to be... We love having Mom. Mom's really, really good. She comes in the morning at I think she gets here at 6:30 in the morning. She just cranks out a bunch of photos. She has, I don't know if you guys can see that. Hold on. That stack right there is everything ready to be photoed, and this stack right there is everything ready to be listed. So she comes in, she photographs that whole entire stack, which is about 25, 30 items. Those will be put in before I even wake up. All the photos will be in for the listings. And then all I have to do is put in the prices and verify the titles are correct. And then she does the rest of the drafts for the rest of the day and kind of just chills out and has a nice, easy day. Way better than where she used to work. So, and we really enjoy having her because she's the best. She's the bestest. But that's it for tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging out. That was a little quick Autoposher, like showing how it works and all that stuff. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat, or I should be live tomorrow morning. Feel free to rewatch the live and check it out. If you did like what you saw, again, there's a free trial. Use code KWayShop. You get it for free for 7 days. It's a limited trial, so you're not going to be able to cross list everything that you have in your store. I think she only gives a certain amount of cross lists. But then if you like what you see, you can sign up and you save 15% automatically because you signed up with my code. So yeah, if you like it, test it out. And all honesty, I think it's the best cross lister out there. I could easily promote Vendoo. I could promote List Perfectly. I could promote Prime Lister. All the ones. They have all reached out to me and they've asked me to promote them. And I chose Autoposher because Autoposher, in my opinion, is the best, easiest to use, most user friendly. And the customer service is great. Anytime you have issues, you just reach out to Autoposher and she's there to help you. So feel free to use my code. It does help the channel too. It's a little kickback. Every month you guys use a subscription. We do get a little hit for that too. So it's a way to support the channel and save a little bit of money at the same time. I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, early morning, shipping live, shipping out all the orders.